For thousands of years and through many struggles, Jerusalem has been the cultural, the political and the spiritual center of the Jewish people. It is from here where the kings of Israel ruled, where the Holy of Holies was standing, and the historical connection of the Jewish people to this city is undeniable. Also, it is a city chosen by God. It is the city of the great King. In 2017, the Trump administration decided to move the US Embassy to Jerusalem. As Christian Embassy, we salute this bold decision of the American people, and we call upon all the nations of the world to follow suit and to recognize what God already declared 3,000 years ago, that Jerusalem is the cultural, the political, and the spiritual center of the Jewish people. And also we call upon every believer around the world to pray for their own government to make that decision that will ultimately also attract the blessing of God upon your own nation. We are here at the City Council Hall, where once a month the City Council is meeting together to discuss the future of the city. And I have the enormous privilege to be together today with Miss Fleur Hassan Nahum. She's the Deputy Mayor in charge for Foreign Relations. It's so great to be with you here today.
Thank you so much for coming.
And thanks so much for taking the time to be with us. That's amazing. Now, this city is unlike any others. It has a 3,000 years history. It's the spiritual, political, cultural center of the Jewish people throughout the ages. What does it mean to you personally?
So Jerusalem was almost like a dream or some type of idyllic place, but it's certainly the heart and soul of the Jewish nation. And I think everybody agrees with that. And so the fact, I wake up in the morning sometimes, and the fact that I'm here representing my city as a politician who wasn't born here, who got to Israel without speaking any Hebrew, is an enormous, enormous privilege, and I can't believe how lucky I am.
In 1980, the Israeli Knesset passed a law which was called the Jerusalem Law, declaring Jerusalem as the eternal and undivided capital of the State of Israel. And all the embassies left, but it was also the founding year now, exactly 40 years ago, of the Christian Embassy. What did it mean for Jewish people living here in Jerusalem that Christians established an embassy?
The fact that the Christian Embassy recognized that before anybody else is, of course, an enormous sign of solidarity that up until this day we're very, very appreciative of.
This year is one of the most difficult years, I believe, in the history of Jerusalem. What does the COVID-19, how does it affect the city of Jerusalem?
Well, put it this way, 30% of our economy is based on tourism. And 80% of that tourism is foreign tourism. What we've done this summer, we've tried to rehabilitate tourism by doing an enormous campaign to get Israelis who normally leave the country to come to Jerusalem. It's not enough, and we keenly await our tourists from around the world to return.
Do you have a personal message to Christians around the world that you would like to communicate?
So first of all, I'd like to thank you all for the enormous support that you always give us. Jerusalem thanks you, and Jerusalem keenly awaits your return. We hope for health for everybody.
Ms. Fleur Hassan Nahum, thank you so much for spending the time with us. What an honor, what an amazing place to be here today. And we wish all the best to the city of Jerusalem.
Thank you so much.
God bless you. Thank you. The International Christian Embassy Jerusalem remains the embassy of Bible believers from all around the world. Here from our headquarters in Jerusalem, we fulfill our mandate to bless, to comfort, and to pray for the people of Israel. We are your embassy right here in Jerusalem, and I want to personally invite you to stand with us as we are connecting Bible-believing Christians from all around the world with what God is doing today right here in the land of Israel.